Welcome back to Nightly Nonsense. I'm here all by my lonesome. Not with some other guest talking about things, but I want to talk about something that is important to me. I've been thinking a lot about. Uh, God has told us. He told Joshua, which is a book that I've been stuck in for a little while now. He's told us to be bold and courageous. Only be bold and courageous. Be bold and courageous, right? Battles are going to come. Battles are going to come in our head, right? Battles are going to come in our heart. Battles are going to come in our words and our actions and our thoughts. And uh, battles are going to come. The enemy is going to look to divide, right? God's not looking to divide. He's not looking to destroy you. He's wanting for you to put together. Now, he will divide things as appropriately, but then he's looking to put and knit things back together again. But there are ways that things that get in our way. It's funny because I found myself in a funny spot in the last week or so. I've had a little hobby farm for like 27 years. Had baby calves most of that time. And at the beginning, when I would get baby calves, because I had nothing, they had no moms, I would get a baby calf and I would feed them. I lost tons of baby calves, right? Partly they might have been sick when I got them. They might have been all kinds of things, right? But I cried over every single one. And you have no idea how many times I sat in my barn with a baby calf in my arms and trying to just pray over it and ask that God would help it drink and all of these things, right? And I learned a valuable lesson back then, which was you can't make people or things or animals, you can't make them do what you want them to do sometimes. Right? People have to choose life. Everybody, individually. You got to choose life. You got to choose to do things right. So, started raising cows and started having my own moms and babies, and death rate was a lot different, right? So all of a sudden, right, my calves, they're dying sometimes just because they're born differently, whatever it is, right? Type of things. But recently I went and got a baby calf from a place that I've gotten several baby calves, and they've all been fine. And this baby calf, for the first time in a very long time, I lost it, right? And I spent days trying to save this baby calf and spent hours and hours. I told the people in my church, I learned a valuable lesson because at the end of it, God said to me, Andy, you never put your hands on it and just ask me to do something. You did all this other stuff and asked me to bless it. You asked me to do what you wanted, but you never just asked me to take care of this. And it's funny because I repented, learned the lesson, and was like, okay. So the other day, same family asked if I wanted a couple more calves, and I literally waited 2 days before I messaged back. And I said, listen, I'm really struggling with this, man. I lost the last one, and I don't know if there's something wrong in my barn. I don't know. All these doubts, all these fears, all these things came about. What? Because of a moment, all of a sudden, all these fears. Now I don't know how to do it after 27 years of raising calves and all this stuff and having experienced this before. No, it doesn't necessarily mean it's my fault. All these things. I all of a sudden, out of the blue, just start having doubts. I start having concerns. Things that, you know what, have been, all right, I know what I'm doing, right? When the calf first got sick, it was a piece of cake. Scours, know what to do. Went to town, did what I knew what needed to be done, but it didn't work. No, can't get a vet to come out and look at a baby Jersey bull calf. It's not going to happen, right? So I'm trying to figure out. Wait a second. That didn't work. What's wrong? And then I realize I don't really know everything here. I don't know the whole thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Must be. And you start doubting and doubting that which was affirmed and confirmed, and that was good and rock solid. All of a sudden, I start doubting. I realize, that's what the enemy does over and over. Right? He takes that which we know, that which we're sure of, that which we know the answers to it. And then he gets us doubting. We start questioning ourselves and we go, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I know how to do this anymore. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know. Right? Whenever we're focused on I don't know, it means we're not focused on the one who does know. Right? God knows. Right? God knows what's going on. He knows how to handle things. He knows what we need. He knows all the stuff. So again, it's a pretty simple thing. In those moments of doubt, do we stop everything and go, God, could you just remind me that you know? Can you remind me that we've done this before? Can you remind me that I've asked you before? Can you remind me that the enemy's looking for any string that he can find to pull to unravel everything? Sometimes we just hang out the longest string for him and we're like, yeah, go ahead. Sometimes we gift wrap because we doubt, we're not bold, we're not courageous. Right? God isn't surprised. I posted on Dresh Ministries this week a post that was posted, but God's taking into account my stupidity and part of everything that he's doing. He's also taken in my insecurity, my disappointments, my frustrations, who I am, all these things. And we need to look to the one who knows. So, I hope that maybe this can help you make some sense out of some of the nonsense you're going through, right? The enemy wants everything swirling around. God wants you to stop and look to the one who knows rather than all of the swirling around. Peter stood feet away from the one who knew, but he got caught up in looking around. The second he refocused, the second he reached out for Jesus, hey, the world quit spinning. And Peter got back in the boat with Jesus. We'll see you next time. Nightly Nonsense.